never close and we wide open. Kicking flavor with me, neighbor, yeah, we local. Rap the bottom, cause the bottom where we come from. Me no pray for little paper, need a lump sum. Real spill, yeah, I would rather be, yeah. Broke, real, little rich. All in love with her. She just wanna be in VIP with her. Don't blame me, oh, they just shake me. Had to get it, how I got it on my phone to me. Don't blame me, I'm what the game made me, not what the fame made me. I won't let it change me, I'm the same, man. I stay myself, I never started treat me like a stain, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah. Rolling from the cradle to the grave, yeah. On my hood, on my block, yeah. On my, I won't stop, yeah. Play with me, let it, yeah. Halo on me, Saint Laurent, yeah. Got me with school. Move, girl. You my little baby boo, girl. I love you like my favorite color blue, girl. Real spill, yeah. I would rather be, yeah. Broke, real, little rich. All in love with her. She just wanna be in VIP with her. Don't blame me, oh, they just shake me. Had to get it, how I got it on my phone to me. Don't blame me, I'm what the game made me, not what the fame made me. I won't let it change me, I'm the same, man. I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Dirty soul, they treat me like a stain, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah. Rolling from the cradle to the grave, yeah.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Trevor Siemian's Giants going up against Mitchell Trubisky's Bears.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
All right, here we go.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Again, it's Howard. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. First down, they run with Howard. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. So 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Chicago! With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has, the overall health of the team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Simeon now to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a 1st down throw, Simeon. It's hauled in by Shepard. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Here's Darkwa. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
No, check, Patriot!
take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Now let's go! 3-19!
They go with Howard again. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Cut in left. Now let's go! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 1. And that's going to bring up a third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch him now, Barney! Set! Boom! Landed!
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be...
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Watch left. Tight end to the left. Set! 3-19!
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And now running right through it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now Cohen. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And New York set to take the field. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Now he's flushed out left. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. In motion comes the tight end left. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he's forced out left. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now a first down following that long gain. Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Now, it's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. On second down, here's Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They run. This is Cohen. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, Trubisky steps away to his left. Wide open receiver, complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Trubisky, draw play, gives to Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now Trubisky to throw on second. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. To the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board. Yeah,
we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So we come upon halftime here. Now, you folks don't know what you're missing. You're missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set, and that 3-4... you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
They'll run again now with Darquan. Finds a seam inside the 40, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
23 yards on the play.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. And how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. This will be caught at about the 6. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And this offense on third down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third and goal. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This is taken at the 3. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Well, now they'll try the end around. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You've probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards.
Watch it now. Gun! Here we go.
Now it's Trubisky. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now Trubisky on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They go play action here on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12.
Back to that Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last for
a long time.
No doubt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He got 29 yards that time. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They were trying to go back to Allen there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Allen, the man in motion left. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They're going to look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! No, check, Patriot! Patriot! No, check, Patriot!
On play action, they'll throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants have taken the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Left side, it's complete. 23 yards on the play.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
The Giants on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Now back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Here's Jacob Shum now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and in fact we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something.
Heads up. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Marcus May with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky, because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They'll look to throw here. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's able to put it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He sets to fire deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he's got some space here. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Green 39.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. David Irving in there to get him for a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And his kick is indeed good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So a collective holding of breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. He's going to loft one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. From the red zone now, Hackenberg rolling to his right. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So 2nd and 10 here.
Now let's go. Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, Hackenberg. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Now let's go. 3 and 9. Gone.
On 3rd down, Hackenberg. Under pressure there, and Hackenberg is sacked. Anthony Barr coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hurry up. Here we go. Over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. From the gun, Hackenberg. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Christian Hackenberg, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And the lead will shrink to 6. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Now Darkwa, and he's going to be met at about the 43. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back.
Let's go. Leopard.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And Allen's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Adrian Amos with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Trubisky to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll set up a throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And his kick here is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So no problems there with that one as they're able to put 3 up on the board.
Yeah, it's pretty much a winless night. There's only a very light breeze, so it's a perfect night for kickers. And like you say, no problems with that one.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and it's complete. The 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
A lot of